So now in this new C theme settings, let's look at the layouts. I see there are three options total in the layouts. The first one is default index layout, okay, and the second one is default post layout and page layout. So you can probably guess when we say index layout, it can be a page which is showing the list of posts. For example, if you go to the website, the home page by default is showing you the list of posts. So that we have two posts and you can see the list of them, right? And if I select, let's say, a category called ideation, and if it has more than one post, it will show those posts in the same list order. So the first part here, which talks about default index layout, when we say index, nothing but a page which is going to show a list of posts. So what is the sidebar options? Do I want to have two sidebars, or one sidebar on the right side, or one sidebar on the left side, or how about no sidebars at all? Well, in this case, I want to choose two sidebars, but you can see here one is a small left sidebar and another right side is a little bigger sidebar. You may not exactly notice it by looking at this, but let's see the effect of it. Okay, so just to see the effect, let's say if I make only the right side option selected and save all and go back here and refresh my home page. And you can see that I don't have my left side column. I see this as a center left side, and then I see a blank right side elements here. So because this is what I selected, which is only right side column as a sidebar. So same thing goes to left side. If I select no sidebar, then it's going to show everything centered without any sidebar. So I'll just refresh by clicking on the title. And you can see it is centered, and then there's no sidebars here. But to make it look good, we want to have two sidebars so that I can add more content. And the next element here is post layout. How do you want to show the posts? Do you want to show one below another one, or do you want to show the posts in a grid layout? So you get to choose how image you want to show on the top or on the left side. I want to leave this the first option as it is because I want to have my blogs one below another one. Okay, and the next thing is interesting. Here it says, do you want to display complete content of the post, or do you want to display only excerpt of it, only some part of the content? So I want to choose this excerpt, and let's say save all, and we can see the effect of this by refreshing our home page. And has left sidebar as we selected, and there's a right sidebar. Obviously, it doesn't have any content in the right sidebar. But the interesting thing is, we wanted to show only excerpt of the blog. So here you can see only 4 lines here, and even the next one has only 4 lines. This is good. This is what I want. I don't want to show all the content in the home page itself. And if someone wants to see all the details, they can click on the title and go to the blog, and they can see all the full text of it. It has only few lines, but I want them to click to get to the full page view of the blog. Okay. So now what are the next settings here? Okay, I don't have to change any of these settings in the default index layout part. I can choose whatever the default settings here. Most of them are self-explanatory, or you can give a try and make some change and experiment how it's going to look like. The next part here is default post layout. This is single post. As you are seeing, now we are looking at the blog name WordPress is like God for entrepreneurs. So this is a single post view, and even this one has left side columns as well as left side sidebar as well as the right side sidebar. But in this context, I don't want to have, let's say, left side sidebar. I want to eliminate that. So how can I do that, right? So let me go and choose this second option where it shows only the right side elements, and then I don't have to choose anything else here, and I can just save it, come back to the home page, and how to come back to home page. I can click on this title, it would show the details. So if I go to this second blog, and you can see this is spread from left to almost to the end, but there is a space for right side column. So this is how I can control the post layout. Okay. Now the third one we're going to see is how a page is supposed to look like. So I have About Us page here, right? And you can see this About Us page also has left side column as well as a right side column. In the case, two sidebars. Same thing with the sample page too. It has left side, and there is centered, which is main content, and the right side sidebar. I know it's difficult to visualize the right side sidebar because it doesn't have any content, but we will add some content to the right side, and then you can see them more clearly. So how do I control the layout for the page? That is our third part here. Even for page, I want to have only right side column visible. So I'll save all now and go and refresh my sample page. And you can see immediately the left side column, left side sidebar is gone, and then my page content is spread well, and then there is a space for right side sidebar. Okay, so now here we have seen how to control the layout settings of three parts. How you want to see index layout, and then single post layout and page layout. Okay, that's all in this section.